Hello, you lovely. This is Roy. I do repairs and resale, and we starting off hydrated. Salute. But as always, we're gonna hang out and shoot the shit for a little while. So we'll give some time for some people to get in here. We'll shoot the shit for a little while. Oh Lord. Oh, your boy is exhausted. All right, your boy is damn tired. Ace, welcome, my friend. Lovely to see you. Lovely, lovely. Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend thus far. Hope everything is going extraordinarily well. Excuse me just a moment here. Where have I moved it off to? Unless I put it over there, which is entirely possible, and definitely something I would do. Oh, welcome in, everybody. I had to grab my big charger here. There we are. Oh, it is stopping and starting. All right, hang on. Yep. Let's fix that. Hang on. Okay. Now I think we're okay now. Everybody can hear me, see me okay? Everybody's good? No, I don't know why the hell it's doing all kinds of crazy shit here. Sorry, just a moment. Huh. Weird. On Twitch thus far, unless somebody else wants to pop in and say hello on Twitch. But yeah, no, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, be sure to hit follow. I appreciate it. While we're waiting for some more people to get in, the giveaway is still going on. We had hit 500 YouTube subscribers and 100 followers on Twitch. I'll put up a link for a giveaway in all of my socials, and the giveaway is still very much on and popping. No, Arnold, no laptops. I don't usually work on laptops. I do build PCs, so actually. A custom build. Now, the wiring is crap. Don't pay attention to the wiring because this case is extraordinarily small. But I just built. The only thing I had to work with on this PC was the tower. Like everything else, I had to build from the ground up. So the wiring is a little funky, but it works beautifully. Oh, gotcha, brother. Okay, hell yeah. But yeah, I don't work on laptops too much, mostly because people don't really bring them in. The last laptop job I did was just a battery replacement, and I still have the battery here because I haven't had a chance to go recycle it. So, but yeah, every once in a while I'll still. Nope, I'm dropping frames again. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. With the streaming service because my internet's fine. So we'll give it like 2 more minutes. see if it keeps dropping frames. If you guys can hear me okay, I'll probably just keep going, but otherwise I'll probably just restart the stream. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I can see on, if nothing pops off, then we'll just get right into the repairs and continue on from there. It's me. All right, fair enough. Pick up the signal a little bit better. Beautiful to see your faces, even though I cannot see this. Back before I switched PCs, yeah, no. Not bothering anybody, we're just gonna let it ride. Hear okay and see okay. Give me a minute. Yeah. Let me stop the stream real quick. Let me fix. All right. Let's try this again, shall we? I'm just running a quick internet speed test. Make sure I'm not fucking losing speed here. I mean, my upload speed is not fantastic right now. It's not the best. Hey, Chris, good to see you, brother. Welcome to the rebooted stream. All right. Well, let's let some people jump back in here. Sorry for the delay, guys. Hopefully, the drop frames won't continue to be a problem. My internet seems fine, so we'll see how it goes. Let me check Task Manager real quick, see if anything's eating up any major memory here. Okay, good. Okay, there we go. Let me just clear out some of this random stuff that's killing memory currently. Chrome is eating a fuck ton of memory. That's normal though. Oh, actually, Streamlabs is eating a fuck ton of memory. Sound keeps dropping out. That's very strange. Very strange indeed. Okay. Well, welcome. Yeah, there's nothing really that's eating up any resources. I mean, I have plenty of free space available and my internet's fine. So it's got to be something with either YouTube or Twitch, whichever it is. Or it could be Streamlabs, I suppose. But let me see where we're at on. Yeah, I'm on damn near full volume on that. So okay, well, good. It's not just me then. Okay, good. All right, whatever. Okay. Well, let's get started in the meantime. People will come back in as they come in. And if it continues to have trouble, we'll just try and work through it as best we can. All right? Sounds good. What we are working on today is this switch light. Now, this switch light was sent in to me from a customer clear across the country. This is a shipped in console, which I don't get a whole lot of, which makes me sad. I want more people to ship me consoles. But this one was shipped to me from California. So, Allison, if you happen to be watching, we're working on your console. This was sent to me because. Oh, hell yeah. Apparently, they need fixing a lot of the time. So this was sent to me because there is a no charge issue and there seems to be some kind of error message on the screen itself. So if we pop in this charger here. Hey, 60, good to see you, brother. So we've got a file. You guys can't really see. Hang on. Let me try and bring this down a little bit. All right, so we got a 5-volt charge at 0.11 amps and no charging indicator up here. If I try to turn it on, what does it do? Nothing. Totally dead. Okay. And let's just double check ourselves. We'll turn it around the other way. And I have nothing on the other side. Oh shit, happy birthday, Ace. Happy birthday, my guy. Alright, so we have 0 charging at all on this side. And we've got 5 volts and 0.1 amp draw on this side. So let's take a look at the port real quick under the microscope. Right. All right, well, we'll just try and deal with it as best we can. Because I don't have anything showing that it's dropping, which is weird. It's showing that everything's fine on my end. You're not hearing anything at all? That's not good. Oh, okay. All right, type 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay. Has anybody else been having any issues? All right, Ace, the sound isn't going out. You're still recovering from your birthday party. Yeah, that's probably, yeah. Try restarting it on your end. Everything seems fine on mine. Okay, yeah, if you guys can all hear me, then fantastic. That's what I like to hear. Hell yeah. Okay. Daryl, good to see you, buddy. All right, so let's pop under the microscope and take a look at this port real quick. Let's just check the status of the port, see what we're working with here. That port looks absolutely fantastic. None of the gold pins appear to be out of place. Now, that port looks clean as hell. Okay, awesome. Hell yeah. All right, so that port looks super clean. So I don't think we're going to run into a port issue. What I think we're going to run into here is an M92 issue. But let's take it apart and let's see if I'm right. All right, so to start off, I haven't taken one of these apart in quite a while. So let's see here. I'll take out these Y screws first. And for this, I'm using a Y-tip 00. Anthony, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, everything looks really clean on this. I didn't ask the customer if it had ever been taken apart before, but again, she mailed it in from California, so I'm assuming she didn't find anybody local to send it to, which means she avoided the dreaded better than fuckery. All right. And now we'll come in and take out these two bottom screws. Okay, and there are two top screws. Ace, you sound like me after I sleep more than 7 hours in a day. All right, do we have an SD card? No SD card. Do we have a game inside? No game inside. Excellent. All right, so come in here with the spudger. And we're going to pry this off. There we go. Just trying to be a little difficult, but there we go. Perfect. There we go. All right, back cover is off. Let's take a look real quick, see if we see any signs of liquid. Maybe, is that just dust? Yeah, it's just dust. Okay. Yeah, trust me, Trick. I'm not fucking any more excited about it than you are, all right? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Not even just a Switch, my friend. A Switch Lite. The cursed object that I sent to Chris to be rid of. However, this was sent to me from a California customer. This is actually a shipped-in console, so I'm going to treat it with love and care and tenderness, all right? All right, going to take off all these little Phillips head screws around here. I'll show you in just a second, actually. Since you're just popping in, I will show you the issue in just a moment. And just get this plate off real quick. Is that all the plate screws? I feel like there was more. No, that appears to be all of them. All right. So, that being the case, I should just be able to pop this right on up then. Oh, nope. Uh-huh. There was one more. It's hiding on me. Okay. That's a special one. Gotta keep the special one separate. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, see? There you go. Chris got the other one that I worked on, that accursed thing, got it fixed immediately, no problems, and now it's off to a beautiful, better home. Okay, so the issue we're having with this one is... So if we input, let me bring this back down so you guys can get a better look again. So I have my amp meter here. If we plug it in this way, I have no charge whatsoever. Nothing. If I flip it, turn it this way, I've got a 5-volt charge at 0.1 amps. So that's the issue we're working with on this one. We did double check the port. The port looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm immediately thinking M92. The customer did also state that when it was powering on, she had some kind of strange error message on the screen. She couldn't get me a screenshot of it. But normally, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but if there's like a black screen with an error message and you're having charging issues, almost 100% of the time M92. Am I correct in my thinking on that? Okay, good. Not just me then. Excellent. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this heatsink off. Just move all this over so I can separate my screws. I actually tidied up my desk a little bit. It's not the usual hellscape that it is. So you can see that things have actually been cleaned up. I don't have a whole bunch of crap everywhere. I did some midsummer cleaning. All right, we'll take these heatsink screws out. Hey, Croupier, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Is it croupier or is it pronounced in the French dialect, like croupier? Heatsink is out. All right, I have to remember how to disassemble these things properly. That could stay, that's fine. I think we can take the fan out next. No, let's keep our eyes up top here. Okay, those all screw directly into the frame, so those will have to come out. Okay, awesome. Done deal. Now I'm being super careful with these screws. Ever since the fucking mishap with the Switch 2, I am making doubly sure to not strip any of these fucking things. There we go. And we'll come in with our little spudger here. And we're going to pop that locking tab nice and carefully. There we are. Beautiful. And gently slide it out. Perfect. You'll love to see it. Okay. Next we can do the fan. So we'll spudger that up. Where are my tiny tweezers? Pull this little ribbon cable out right here. Right, luckily the fan screws are the only one that look like the fan screws, so I don't have to worry about getting those confused. Uh-oh. I do have to worry about losing them though. You know what? It's in there somewhere. I'll find it. Okay. There we go. Fan is out. Let's go ahead and disconnect our Wi-Fi and Bluetooth cables. There we go. And 2. Okay, if I remember correctly, this has to come out, and I think this button right here has to come out, and then it's just these 2 screws and the ones that are holding the board down to the frame. Pretty sure. All right, let's start with this one here. I'm almost positive this one has to come out. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now I know this one has a spring in it I got to be super careful with, or not a spring, but something you don't want to lose. Oh yeah, there is a spring right there. Okay. All right, off to the side you go. Rusty Russ, welcome my friend. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so those do not have to come out, but this does. As does this. Okay, and we can pull this little fan connector out right here. All right, and then I should just be able to might have to wait until the end for that. That's fine. No big deal. Yep, and there's that screw, the spring I was just talking about. Trying to come up out of place. Go back in your home, friend. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and start taking off some of these ribbon cables. Go. Let's pop out this battery. Let's go. All right, let's get this backlight. we are. And then the LCD connector. Perfect. Nice and gentle. There we go. All right. Take this little ribbon cable out right here. And we'll take out the remaining screws that are holding the board in place, and we should be able to take it out. That one was trying to strip on me. Not acceptable, friend. Okay. Now, with all of those screws out, I believe we should be in the clear to take this board out. There we go. Okay, excellent. The board is free. Chris, welcome, my friend. Welcome in. All right. So let's move on over. Pack this up over here. All right. Now, as I mentioned, it has been quite a while since I've worked on a Nintendo Switch Lite. So I am refamiliarizing myself with the board while also doing a visual inspection, just seeing if anything immediately jumps out to me when it comes to burn components, blown components, anything of the sort. All right, everything appears to be copacetic on this side. That is a factory port for sure. All right, let's pop over to the other side where all of the fun is going to be. Again, just doing quick visual inspection here. Checking the CPU caps on the back. All right, those are the RAM chips, actually. CPU caps on the back. Everything looks pretty good there. Oh, shit. No, I appreciate you coming by even for just a moment, Charles. Thank you so much for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. All right. let's go directly to where our fault is going to be, in my experience, which is that bugger right there. The devil himself, M92T36. All right, let's grab our multimeter, check to see if we have any obvious shorts. I'm going to change it anyway, but I'd definitely like to confirm if we do have any shorts on the chip itself or around it. So we'll find a good ground point. That looks like a good enough ground point. All right, and let's check some caps. Okay, good. It is working. Okay, it's good. Yeah, sure enough. No, that's just low impedance. That's not short. That's got 42 ohms on it. It's fine. That is a 10 ohm short. Okay, that's not fine. 10 ohms I don't think is normal. Dave's, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so it does appear there's at least one short on that. Yeah, stuck with a switch repair. Customer mailed it in from across the country, so yeah, least I can do is take the time and actually fix it. Oh, speaking of, Dave, hang on real quick before I forget. Oh, pop over real quick. I do have your stuff. It's all packed up. I've just been crazy fucking busy, but your stuff is packed up, and I'm gonna have it shipped out on Monday for you. So it'll be on the way to you, buddy. I haven't forgot you. All right, back to fun things. Also, welcome in everybody. If it's your first time here, please be sure to click on subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. We're trying to hit this giveaway goal so I can give away an ROG Ally to some of you lovely humans. So make sure you like and subscribe and follow and comment and do the algorithmic things that make me look better in the eyes of people. All right, we're going to take off M92T36 and we're going to put on a whole new M92T36. That's what we's going to do. Let me find my supply of M92T36. Are these my M92T36? They are my M92T36. Hell yeah. All right. So first things first, I'm going to come up on this microscope a little bit. So I have given myself some room to work with here. All right. And I'm going to come in here at 420 degrees at 50% airflow. That will help to minimize the chances of anything happening on the board. I am going to put some flux down, although I do not normally do that with chip removal. But the less heat I have to put into the board, the better. All right, here we go. Heat up the entire area. Come in and focus on M92. we go. His legs are starting to get nice and liquidy. Beautiful. Clean pull. Yeah, no, I know. It was way too much. No. Okay. And while the board still has a little bit of heat, I am going to put on some fresh flux, just a little bit there, so I can tin up these pads. No, I mean, it was an excessive amount for what we're doing here. All right, close enough. It'll squeeze out the rest when we put the chip down. All right, let's grab ourselves a fresh chip. There we go. Yeah, no, trust me, I don't like the knife tip either. It is not my favorite, but for these small areas, it is an absolute must. Come on. God damn it, I got fucking cat hair stuck on the goddamn flux needle. There we go. What's a little suspicious colored flux among friends online for money, right? Right. Yep, that'll do. All right, and last edge here. Beautiful. All right, excellent. Let's clean up that chip a little bit. Where you go? Come back. Stop it. Okay. Now we've got our chip. We're going to come back to our now empty pad area that is swimming in leaded solder. And we will do the exact same thing, 420 degrees at 50% airflow. Circle the whole area, get some heat into the board. All right, come in and gently place the chip down. All right, come off the heat for just a second here. Just gonna check this one side over here. Of course, I'm not going to see a goddamn thing. It is just slightly off center, but I'll reflow it once I have it set down to the board. Just got to come in and let it push down to the center real quick. That looks much better. Let that solder solidify for a second, and come down and push down on the center of the chip. There we go. And we'll come in here and clean up that little solder bubble we got going on there. And maybe use that to spread around the chip a little, tighten up some of these edges. All right, that actually looks pretty goddamn good. Welcome, Ashley. Welcome, welcome, you beautiful face. It is lovely to see your beautiful face, even though I cannot see your beautiful face. All right. So I'm going to tidy up a bit more. And we're going to come in with a little bit of alcohol. Much obliged, Russ. Much obliged. Just come in with a microfiber. Tidy up. Make it look nice and clean. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. All right, let's just double check the chip here and make sure we're in line across the board. And I'll come in with the toothbrush and get rid of all those hairs because that's going to bother the ever-loving shit out of me. Okay, those are all lined up. Perfect. One about over here. Beautiful. Yep. Awesome. Hey, motherboard, welcome in, my friend. It depends on what service is needed. I charge different pricing for different services, so it really just depends on what I have to do to fix it, what parts are needed, that kind of stuff. And I am going to tighten that up right there just because I don't like those little bubbles sitting right there, but they are lined up and it's not touching anything. But still, I don't like it, so we'll fix it real quick. Otherwise, that is a nicely lined up job there. Switch light, my friend. Also, welcome, Master. Welcome. Okay, there we go. Now those bubbles are gone. And I feel better. You have to come in here and clean up this flux again, which is not my favorite thing in the world. But it's fine. Alright. Now we'll come in with a little more alcohol. Look at those shiny joints. You love to see it. Just coming with the toothbrush, getting all those nooks and crannies. All right, there we go. That is a beautifully done M92 T36. All right, now the real question, did it solve our problem? So, to test that, what I can do I appreciate your vote of confidence, Master. Very nice. All right. What we'll do, we'll just plug the battery in. Let's bring this down a little bit more here. Now, if we remember, when I last plugged this in on this side, it took zero charge whatsoever. There was no charge going in. So if I have any kind of charge when this goes in, we've already made a come up. So let's see. 3, 2, 1. Not at all. Not a thing. All right. What about on the other side? Not a thing. Nothing at all. That's interesting. Okay. So do I have a bad M92? Because that solder job looked absolutely perfect. Yeah, we can do that. I am definitely concerned. It might be a bad chip. I've had kind of shit luck with some of these chips. Like, some of them work fine, some of them don't. No, these didn't come from Wilfred, but I did get them from Ali, so it's entirely possible that was a bad chip. I have had shitty luck with some of these. Okay. So let's take a look. Yeah, it's plugged in. Trust me, I know. I don't fault you for the question at all. But yes, it is plugged in. Okay. So let's go back to our M92 real quick. So the chip looks soldered perfectly fine. Let's grab our multimeter real quick. Let's pop in a diode mode. And let's see what kind of readings we get. Alright, so if we come, well, you guys can't really see. Let me pop up a little bit there. There we go. Alright, so if we jump over to here, we got 0.5 voltage drop, which seems pretty normal for that area. What about here? 0.42, again, seems normal. 0.35 seems normal. This is 0.3, but this is also the one that was showing a 10 ohm low resistance, so I think that one is supposed to be either just a bypass capacitor or a no connect. And then 0.35. Yeah, I haven't gotten the software yet for the board view diagram. Yeah, I mean, outside of... Wait, you talking about this one right here? I mean, I feel like 0.41 and 0.5, 0.51 is... Oh, is that it right there? All right, let me check the views. Let's go into continuity mode. Yep. Fuse is totally fine. Oh, now this is dropped, actually. Okay. All right, so we do have a change. We do have a change. Oh, bottom right. So what, this one right here you're talking about? Oh, that one's good. But this value did change. This capacitor right here is for sure short. Yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, so this had a higher reading. This particular cap was at a 10 ohm reading. And now I have a 1 ohm short. And this cap before had a 47 ohm reading, and now this one's open line. So I can attempt to reflow the chip and see if anything changes with those values, or I can replace it. I think reflowing is probably the safest bet for right now, in case maybe it's just not seated properly or not making a great connection. So let's reflow the chip first. I'll press it down onto the board again and try and USB chip. You talking about the M92 chip? Well, it may not work, Master, but that's the point of this whole channel here, is to figure out what works and what doesn't. Any shorts? Are you talking about the Pi chip, the P13 chip? Because I'll be honest, man, I was looking around for it, and I don't see one on this fucking board. Yeah, I don't see a Pi chip on this board. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Hey, Bit, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, there's no P13 chip on this board. I didn't think so. Ah, well, that would explain it then. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and again, this cap right here that I'm getting the short on, it is a light, yes sir. This cap that I had the short on previously had a 10 ohm reading before, and now it's a one ohm short. So that is not normal. And this one is open line. Yeah, no, the port's in fantastic condition. The port is perfect. I'll show it to you guys just to make sure we're all on the same page here, but the port looks great. Yeah. Port is absolutely beautiful. Nothing wrong with that port. Okay. Yeah, and I have no voltage drop on that particular cap. I don't think that cap is bad. I believe M92 is bad because I feel like if I take that cap off, because the value's been changed. All right, so let's take M92 off and then check diode reading on that chip, on that cap, and see if that's, because if that's the case, then we know it's M92. All right. So coming back in again, 420. No, I didn't replace the charge port. All right, so let's take that chip off. Let's let the board cool down a little bit so we can actually get a correct reading on it. Ah, that explains it then. There you go. Yeah. I mean, if you guys have been around my channel for a long while, you know I am primarily a PS5 technician. That is 85% of my work. I do work on other consoles. It just so happens that the most of my business is PS5 work. So, yeah, you need help with a PS5. I fucking got you. But Switches and Xboxes and stuff like that, just not as familiar. So that's why we have this lovely community of people that can tell me when I'm fucking up. All right, so let's come back in for some diode mode. Let's pop the probe on ground. And let's see what we got on this cap now. It's still, the board's still a little bit warm. The board still, oh, you know what? It's probably not going to give me the right value. It probably needs to have the M92 chip on it to get a correct value. Well, I can check the ohms reading at the very least. Yeah, it's not short with the chip off. And yeah, no, the board schematics for the Microsoft and the Nintendo stuff is definitely helpful. But with the experience that I've had working on PS5s for so long now, oh, those are inductors? I thought those were caps. See, again, this is why you lovely people are here. Green screen on a PS5 is almost always APU related. It can be SSD related, but 98% of them is going to be bad APU. Ah, okay. See? Master is truly a master. He's coming in here and learning me some shit. But yeah, green screen on a PS5 is 98% APU. It's possible to reflow, but normally if it's green screen, that means that the data that's coming into it is corrupted, which is usually something inside the actual APU itself and not like a broken cap or anything. If it was like a glitchy, like artifact filled screen, then maybe a reflow would be in place. But yeah, no, that would that's going to be a lost cause on me, my friend. That would be a no fix in my business. All right, so I am going to come in here and just. Master, you're fucking me up, man. What is it? What are we doing here? Hey, Mohammed, welcome. Yeah, no, these are the inductors up here, right? I'm not fucking losing my mind here. Like, this is the inductor. Ah, there we go. All right. No, I haven't fixed it yet. I have to order a preheater so I can get the APU off, or at least attempt to reflow it first. But I will do an APU reball on that one just to see if it'll fix it. I have not sold that off for parts yet because I really want to try and do an APU reflow or reball. I'm sorry, you guys can't see a fucking thing I'm doing. My bad. But them do be the breaks in this industry. All right, let me grab another M92. Let's see if this one works any better. Yeah, no, I'll definitely keep it for a parts board if anything else. I'm actually just about out of encoders right now because of all the lightning storms that have been happening around here. It's blown so many of them out that I've had to replace them at a crazy pace. And in my area, there's not too many people who do any kind of major chip replacement or BGA work. So. Yeah, it was a eBay special. shouldn't say eBay special. eBay special implies that it was sold as one thing and ended up being another. I bought it as a what's it called? I bought it as a no power, but I bought it from a specific seller because I bought stuff from him before, and the warranty stickers are always intact. So that's why I buy from him, because those warranty stickers are always in place. So I know they haven't been fucked with. I just got 2 bad ones, unfortunately. Them's is also the brakes. Oh, 8-bit, gotcha. Alright. Freshly tinned chip. See, Dave's a gambling man. He'll play the auctions. I'm not an auction guy. I will find one that is a decent buy it now price and then be on my fucking way. So that is not in the correct position, obviously. I can see that from here. I just don't want to keep a bunch of heat on the board for too terribly long here. That's better. Put a little extra flux down. Over 20 what? Wait, there's over 20 people viewing in here? Holy shit. Much obliged, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. If you're hanging out on YouTube and you're not subscribed, unfortunately, my chat is subscribe only due to some unfortunate chat situations we have run into in the past. But if you'd like to come and hang out and be a part of this lovely community of people who love to roast the fuck out of me, then be sure to click on the subscribe button on YouTube. And you too can come and roast the fuck out of me. That looks pretty damn well lined up. Thank you kindly. That does look pretty goddamn good. Thank you, Morbid. I appreciate it, buddy. Come in with my microfiber. Clean up some of that excess flux. Yeah, let's hope this one does a better job, right? I might have to come in here and... Oh, no, okay. It's good. It's just leftover flux. All right, we're going to let this board cool down for a second so I can get an actual reading real quick. I know, I really need to get some of those sponges, man. Trust me, you're not the only one who's told me about them, and I really need to fucking pick me some up. I have to buy more encoders for the PS5, and I have to get more power supplies because I'm almost out of those as well. But when I make my next order from Ali, I will make sure the nano sponges are included. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's grab that multimeter again. Let's see where we are, shall we? All right. Back into diode mode. Hey, there we go. That's what I want to see. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. Well, yeah, but Ace uses like the one ply, like wipe your ass in the public toilets and you bleed for 3 days toilet paper. So of course it's going to work just fine. Okay, so now we have a proper reading on the edge of that that cap there. So that gives me a little more hope here. Okay, let's move this out of the way for the moment. All right, what are we thinking? We think it's going to work? Let's see. Let's see what the peanut gallery thinks. That's one vote for yes. How many yeses are we going to get? 100%. That's what I like to hear. All right, here we go. Testing in 3. Let's come down a little bit further. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, there we go. 15-volt charge. It's still only 0.9 amps, but I think that's normal because there's nothing plugged into the board. That is beautiful. That is gorgeous. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. All right, awesome. So let's put it at least somewhat back together. that battery out. I did not check both sides. I'll get the board back in there and I'll double check both sides. But when we started previously, I had nothing on this side. There was no charge whatsoever. And 0.09, sorry. 0.09, my apologies. I do have. Yeah, I did change the M92 again, buddy. I don't have a specific PS5. Like, I don't have a customer's PS5 tonight. But what I do have is that RAM reball from a couple weeks ago that I never finished. So if everybody wants to hang around a little bit longer after we test this, I would be glad to go back and fix the RAM chips that got fucked up and finish the reballing process and get those back installed on the PS5 and see if we can get that one fixed. But I'll leave that up to chat. Hey, Dario, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the crew. That goes to that. Okay, awesome. All right, awesome. Seems like everybody's in the mood for a little bit of reballing, so we will do that. Oh, god damn it. All right, I'm just going to put you off to the side for right now. You're getting in my way. Oh, this last one always gives me problems. Yeah, no, it's a slim, so it's not going to be low firmware. All right, let me bring my microscope in on this one. This one always gives me a fucking hassle. Oh, why does this one always give me the most fucking problems? There we go. All right. And let me just put a few of the screws in here. All right, and I believe one of them goes right here. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. The ribbon cables is 85% of why I hate working on these things. I don't mind the puzzles. I don't mind the small spaces as much as I used to, but what I do despise is the ribbon cables. All right, so let's just double check and make sure I didn't screw anything up. All right, so this battery appears to be rather dead. But that's fine. And other side. No charging icon, which is a little concerning. I feel like a charging icon should be there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, it's definitely charging now. It's there again. The camera's shit, but yeah, it's definitely charging. Yeah, no NRF here, sir. There we go. Okay, so it's definitely charging. It's taking a charge for sure. For my down camera, yeah. I've got backlight too. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me unplug it real quick. Yeah, no, let me. Damn, it's going to be hard for me to show it, but let's see if it'll show on camera real quick. Well, it definitely works, as you can see. The USB tester, I mean. Here we go. Let's see if it. Okay, so you can, if you watch the screen really carefully. Here, matter of fact, let me shut this down. So if you watch the screen really carefully, you can see that the backlight actually does come on. Yeah. See, the backlight does come on, but there's no charging indicator. Well, I can't just bin it, unfortunately. This is a customer's console. Yeah, I think the ribbon is probably where we're going to end up running into the problem here. Okay. All right, let's check our ribbons. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's on right now. It's totally powered on. You can't hear it very well because the volume's down. But yeah, it's fully powered on. Yeah, it's making noise. It's slight noise, but it's noise. I'm gonna have to pop the battery out unless it's already off and I'm just losing my mind. But it looks like the backlight's still on. Oh yeah, no, the backlight is definitely still on. All right, I'm gonna have to pop the battery out. Okay, backlight's off now. All right, battery. All right. So, if I'm not mistaken, and you guys can help correct me on this one once again because I'm not as familiar with these. But if I'm not mistaken, oh, let's get that light back on. Okay, so that's the backlight LCD right there. And then this one, the one that I was having trouble with, is actually the LCD connector. Okay. All right. Let's pop out this connector. Even though it's such a hassle to get in, but we'll take it out. Let's check the cable number 1. Okay. There we go then. That makes sense. Okay. So, yeah, the ribbon cable itself looks fine. There's a little bit of something on there. There we go. Let's get that out of the way. Let's check the actual connector. I mean, I don't see any bent pins. Normally that shit'll jump out to me real quick. Maybe the cable just wasn't seated properly. Let's try and reseat it and try again. I hate this thing. All right, I need to get a bigger set of tweezers here. Sorry, give me just a second. I need some that'll open to a bigger degree. Oh my god, this thing is fucking ridiculous. Okay. There we go. Back in successfully. Jesus. Pain in my fucking ass. Okay. No, I didn't break the lights, thankfully. Alright. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, it would help to have the battery in, wouldn't it? I guess that would be required. Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck it feels like. Yeah. Well. Still nothing. And I don't see any backlight either. Yeah. Oh, cable above the back. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, the daughter board ribbon cable is not plugged in. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Yeah, it's still charging. Yep. And now I have backlight again, but I still have no charging indicator. Like, it's on. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but Like, it's on. It's working. Just nothing on the fucking screen. God damn it. Okay. So. It's just a headphone jack. So, why is it doing this? No, I don't have another chassis to test it in, unfortunately. If I did, I'd probably just move it to that chassis. Okay. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Well, I don't. Well, I mean, I might have a Max IC. Is Max IC BGA or is that the BQ? Okay, gotcha, buddy. All right, so that is the LCD connector. And there's our backlight connector. Oh, Max is BGA? Oh, well, then that's a problem. But here's the thing. The customer who sent this to me said that the screen was working fine when she sent it to me, because she attempted to charge it, couldn't charge it, and when she turned it on, she got that error message on the screen that happens when M92 is the fault. It's not in all the way? Really? I mean, the backlight's coming on, though. It's a display that we're not getting. Oh, we'll take a look. No, you're right. It wasn't in all the way. You're 100%. I still don't think it's fully seated all the way. Let's fix that. Yeah. No, you were right on that. The backlight. No, battery's good. Battery's taking a charge. Yeah, the backlight definitely was not in all the way, but will that cause a faulty display? That is a question. Well, that is a question. I doubt these have anything to do with it. But why not plug them in? Oh, yeah, I see. I mean, that's the cable coming from the backlight. I can only assume. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Did something that simple fix our problem? It did. Holy shit. How about that? Chris, you're a fucking legend, my friend. A fucking legend. Send a picture over to the customer. All right, well, now we know that backlight issue can cause no display. Well, because it was the because the backlight was coming on. So with that backlight connector, it seemed like it was good. I'm just emailing the customer real quick. Bear with me. All right, beautiful. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure you did. Look, there is a lot of chat to go through, especially when I'm in the midst of working, and I do not get to them all the time. Okay, let's disconnect this. Let's turn this off. All right, and let's put this goddamn thing back together, shall we? All right. Oh, no, that doesn't go there. Okay. Dodge that fucking bullet. Goes right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's right. I'm not making a damn thing off of this, all right? I want to be very clear. I make $0 from streaming at this particular moment. I do this strictly for the love of it and to grow the community. If eventually I start making a couple of dollars every now and again, fantastic. But look, I make money from repairs and my normal day job. This is just for fun. Thank you to all you lovely people coming in. If you have not already, be sure to click on subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. We are doing a giveaway for an ROG Ally once I hit 500 YouTube subscribers and 100 Twitch followers. Share the videos. Let's get this giveaway going so I can give that thing a new home to somebody who really, really wants it. Nice, hell yeah. All right, customer is very satisfied. That always makes me happy. Oh, I'll stop by, Dave, definitely. Do you know about what time you'll be streaming? I have some cooking I have to do. I have to do my meal prep for the week, but just let me know about what time, and I'll make sure I'm there. I gotta find where that other screw went to. There you are. Oh yeah, that's right. You said okay. Okay, awesome. That works perfectly. I will make sure I am there. Oh, nice. The best. Those are always fun. Yeah. All right, there we go. Just got to get these last couple screws put in. Put the back plate on, put the thing back together, and it will be ready to ship to the customer. That one felt good. Finally got a little vengeance on these damn switch lights. All right, let's grab our heatsink. Perfect. Beautiful. Damn, look at you guys fucking popping this shit off. If you haven't already, for those of you just coming in, first of all, welcome. It's beautiful to see your faces. Secondly, please be sure to hit the like button on YouTube. Subscribe if you like repair content. I do weekly streaming. My chat is currently subscriber mode only due to some nefarious people. So be sure to subscribe so you too can come in here and hang out with all these lovely people. Oh, that's not right. Why is that not right? I did not come this far to get screwed over by the back plate. Why is it not sitting properly? No, I actually did not put fresh thermal paste on. That is a good point, my friend. I should have done that. Let me do that now. Thank you for the reminder. Fresh thermal paste is important. Thank you, thank you. You really are a real one. No, Sean, I'm not fucking doing it. Also, good to see you, buddy. Let me grab my thermal paste real quick here. There we go. Fresh thermal paste. All right, there we go. Okay, now back to this damn backplate. There we go. This wasn't sat fully into place properly. We got there. There we go. All right, excellent. And the last screw. Beautiful. And now it doesn't want to sit properly on the top. Why? Why do you treat me this way? I took good care of you, and now you want to treat me like a piece of shit. God damn it. Why? Why are you doing this to me right now? There we go. Jesus Christ. That thing just did not want to stay on. Okay. Oh yeah, Dave's good peoples. All right, there we go. All right, and I just lost one of the goddamn screws. It's gonna be a nightmare to try to find. Never mind, just found it. I fucking win. All right. There we go. And let's put those Y screws back in. And we are fucking done with this thing. There we go. Beautiful. Let me just grab my microfiber real quick with the side I was not cleaning flux. I'll just give this a quick wipe down. All right. And then just real quickly, now that everything's been put back together, okay, good. Both sides work. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to put that off to the side for the time being. Let that charge for a little while. Yay! All right, restroom break time. Everybody give me 2 minutes. Let me go use the bathroom, and if everyone's still up for it, I will work on those RAM balls that I have to fix. So, I'll be back. Just give me a second. Oh, everyone enjoy the sight of my ass. Oh, crack may kill, Russ, but it's also addictive as fuck, my boy. All right, small hydration break here. Okay. All right, everyone still up for a little bit of fixing some RAM balls? I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm good for probably at least another 30, 45 minutes. Although if the ADHD takes over, then yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna have to put the hair back for this one. All right. All right, let's do it. So, for those of you that were not here 2 weeks ago, we did a full RAM reball using my my new tool here, and unfortunately, it did not go well. So we ended up doing a whole lot of manual reballing, and the result was that some of these didn't turn out so good. So you can see there's a lot of either missing balls. Where's my good reballing tweezers? So you can see here we've got 2 missing balls. We've got a bridged ball right here. And we got another missing ball right there. This ball bridged over here, so that one's missing. Same thing over here. This one never fully seated properly. We got this missed one right here. Missed one. I can't tell, maybe those got globulated there. So, and that's the same for pretty much all of them. Yeah, you can see this one. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. I thought that one got bridged together, but oh, but it did not. All right, so we're going to go back and correct my mistakes. That is what the plan is for today. So I figure we'll start one chip at a time. All right. I'll grab my solder balls here. These 0.45s, they are indeed. All right, so I'm just going to keep a little stash of solder balls off to the side here. All right, so let's start with this chip. So obviously we're still going to have to do some manual reballing on this, which is fine. All right, so we have to take care of that bridge right there. Where's my flux? Here we are. And unfortunately, we're going to take out some good ones in the process. I'm going to try and minimize the amount that I take out, but it's going to take out some extra regardless. Okay, so I was able to minimize it, but we still got like a good 9 pieces. But that's fine. See if this one actually bonded or if it's just out of place. Okay, just out of place. All right. So obviously you can see we got two that are needing to be fixed over here. So we'll try and get those with as minimal loss as possible. Okay. All right, let's clean up a little bit and see what we'll have to reball on this one. Full extent of it. Oh, I'm reballing it, John. You're getting your fucking wish, all right? There is reballing happening. Okay. All right. All right. Shh, be very, very quiet. Okay, there is one chip. So I'm going to turn my airflow way, way down. There's still some residual flux on there. Yep, lost one already. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, you sons of fucking bitches. All right. I've got my air down to 4%. God damn it. I fucking hate this. Okay. I'm going about this the wrong way. That's what I'm doing wrong. What I should be doing is removing all of the joined balls. And then put this back in my tool after it's been cleaned up. That's what I should be doing. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is come in and heat up this dried flux on here. Now that I don't care what the airflow is. Yeah, this is the PS5 from a couple weeks back. All right. Then I'm going to come in here with an alcohol soaked toothbrush. Try and clean up as much of that old flux as I can. There we go. Come out with the microfiber. Oh, throw some chips around. Nope. That was all bad. A dumb fucking mistake on my part. It's a waste of fucking solder balls. Okay, well, fair enough. Figured I'd give it a shot, but that was not the move. All right, that RAM chip is good. We will take that one out. I'd say it cools down a second here. All right. Make this one a reflow. All right. That's two. I feel like I'm making some progress here. What the fuck is going on right now? I'm getting extraordinarily agitated. God damn it, you motherfuckers again on my last goddamn nerve. All right, back down to 1%. Let's see how many of these decide to be dicks. There's one dick. Motherfucker. What time is it? I'm going to fucking bed. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not fucking dealing with it. 2 chips are complete. That's a start. I'm gonna get frustrated and lash out and throw this fucking thing, and I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not willing to do it. I'm not willing to chuck this fucking thing that was supposed to fucking work and handle this so fucking easily. I'm really about to just fucking unball the whole fucking thing and put it back in the goddamn tray and reball it that way. But neither here nor there. I'm done. I'm going to bed. Don't forget, the giveaway is still ongoing. We are on the road to 500 YouTube subscribers and 100 Twitch followers, at which point I will create a link to give away the ROG Ally specified in the last video. I will continue to update weekly, and we'll be back next week to try and work on these fucking RAM chips. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I will speak to you all next week or throughout the week, depending on who contacts me. I love you guys. Peace.